And perfect, thanks for joining this broadcast. And in this session we're gonna do so let's start by looking at the to-do list that I made in the last session. So show all unique image info, match selected image with variant, match and augment existing image functionality, upload the image to the media library, and remove the old system. Alright, so since the last broadcast, I've done some progress on the way this plugin looks like. So for that, I'm just gonna open it here because okay, unusual, this thing didn't didn't really update. Let's do it like that. Only one screen this time might be better. Or okay, great. This thing just needed to be configured because the second screen didn't appear in the stream, so now it will appear and you can see my browser. Good, so this is how the plugin looks so far. When you add when you add a new product image, you can see directly you have two options. You can either upload an image or choose it from the media library, or you see directly the variants from Printful underneath. You can select one, and once selected, it shows this message like show this image for, and you select the different variants that you want to be matched with the image. So right now it matches automatically the size with the color, which is great, and it shows you also how many variants. And I choose to put some radio buttons like this. The user can match it in a different way, can match multiple variants on one image. So you can choose a realistic use case would be one color matched to multiple sizes. So you can choose all sizes, and as you can see, nothing changes right now. And that's because it's a bug. And we're gonna address this first thing in this session. Another thing that needs to be fixed here is when I add an image from the media library, this part becomes slightly redundant. So I might actually remove it. So as long as there is a possibility in Payload to identify this event once the image is added, then you can hide things or not load them. So I think that's the way to go here. Once there is an image added, this part will not be shown, and I only show the matching system along with these variants, variant confirmation basically. So I think once this is done, I'll just need to remove the old system, and it's good to go and to test. Oh, and another thing is the moment, so let's say you're using this like that, and you select a Printful image. When you click save, this image will be uploaded in the media library. And once it's uploaded in the media library, of course, this part will not be visible anymore. So yeah, there is either or. You either choose an image from Printful or you upload a new image. So there is that. And another thing that I changed the typography all over again. New system with more like different heading 1 to heading 6. So this is the old one, it seems. Yes, so text up to 9 XL, which is great. Different line heights. And the heading classes here all the way to heading 6. For e-commerce websites, we need to have a wide variety of headings and text and link styles and caption text and all that stuff. So it's all documented here automatically, which is great. And okay, one more thing to mention about the authentication. Now the password recovery works just fine. So if I go to login, I think this is something I fixed in the last session. So I can log in. And here is my account. I can check my past orders, where I see the shipping status. I can add new addresses. I think for address field, I could use Google API alternatively. Right now, I'm using Joe API to fetch suggest addresses, like soft matching. But I think Google does much better job. However, that API needs to be paid. It's not free access like Joe API. I think Joe API allows 3,000 requests per day, which is enough if you're just starting your e-commerce. And yeah, so this works just fine. Oh, unauthorized. I might want to look into this. And it's really strange because, oh wait, I think I'm on a different branch that I didn't push. So that I didn't merge into the UI. So that must be it, I think. Okay, we have a merge situation going on here. Okay, let's try again. So as you can see, there are two addresses there. This means that the second address was added somehow, and it worked just fine. So I'm gonna try again. Okay, this is quite unusual. Unauthorized. Why? Exactly, and this was committed just yesterday. Okay, it's this commit here. On this very branch, let's see. And delete doesn't seem to work either, so it's Permission issue, edit. Okay, so can't edit. But why? No, there must be some issues because I'm using the admin, like logged in Payload as an admin in one tab, and in this other tab I'm logged in as a customer, so I suspect it might be an issue with the way these cookies are stored, because I swear it worked just fine a few moments ago. So the server responded 403 forbidden, but why? So there you go, these are my cookies here. I'm gonna get rid of them. Delete, and these two, they can stay because they have payload token. Okay, I can get rid of this one too. And now if I refresh the page, I should be logged out. Yep. So let's try again. Okay, so it's suggesting that I add debugging code to see the output in the console, which is not a bad idea, but first I'll switch it back to agent mode and ask to research this topic before I do any changes. But so let's see. Okay, so let's try again. Clearly an issue with the permissions for customer. So request. Can I copy this whole thing here? Okay, I think an idea would be to actually open this entire thing in Cursor's browser. Since this is why we have a browser here. Context, okay, context 7 MCP. It's not connected. Can I not have it connected in 2 sessions? I really don't know why these things are getting, why these MCPs don't stay connected. Doesn't make any sense. But let's get back to the Chrome tab. Is this bugging or? Funny. Okay, the many different windows that I have here. This one, actually, I might even close it because I don't need it. This is some template that I'm using as inspiration for the time being. And okay, this is some technical documentation. Great. By the way, I can give a tip about using cloud code without paying an arm and leg. You can use the KimiK2 API and it works just fine. It seems a bit slow, that's the only issue, but apart from that it does a good job. Depends how you're used to, what are your favorite coding tools. I kind of got used with Cursor, so I'm not really using Cloud Code anymore that much, but you can give it a try with KimiK2. $10 will get you far. So let's get back to, okay, this is the main repo and this is the other one. So let's try again to open this browser tab. Okay, in fact I was trying to open the Chrome tab. Okay, it's restarted. Why is this? Okay, port 3000. Okay, this should redirect me to login. Okay, it updated. So here's the thing. I think it might have to do with the URL not being exactly the one that I have set in the environment file. So if I'm going to change to 3001, it might not work. So let's try this. and it doesn't work. So if I'm on localhost 3000, it works. On 3001, it won't work. All right, at least we figured out the issue, nothing to fix here. And it would be really nice if both would function, because I'm working on two branches at the same time, like two separate trees. This one stays 3001. Yes, cookie domain. So I might have to set multiple domains. Okay. So the way to do that is to just set the environment variables to 3001, and that's gonna fix it. But here's the thing, I don't want anything changed for now. So I'm just gonna stop this and revert the change. This is not a bad idea. What if we just do it? Indeed, that's a very good idea. Let's make it port agnostic. Okay, shall we test again? And here. And let's see how this goes. But here's the thing, it might be still the old cookie. Okay, this works. Doesn't work. Okay, so this is the token that I have to remove. Now if I refresh, I'm logged out. Now I'm logging back in. And I'm trying to edit my profile. Still doesn't work. But you know what, that's not a problem. I'm just gonna edit in the env local. I have my this changed to 3001 and that's it. There you go, it worked. So at least I know what this is about. No, I feel like this thing is gonna complicate things even further. I don't want that. I'm just gonna do this. Closing the servers here. Yeah, we don't want to Okay, we don't want to overwhelm everything. Things kind of work. We don't need this potential fix. All good. I know what it is. Let's move on with the next thing. So yeah, I have multiple addresses that can be added, and this account needs to be put a little bit in order because it looks kind of bad right now. No, of course. So I have these elements here, variant linked. What do we do?